I want to follow up on the academics topic real quick before we get out of here. I had a very passionate topic. I had a very passionate topic about academics posting Rory and allegedly his child at the playground in the midst of Rory's issues where he's getting backlash for saying things that rubbed black folk and black women the wrong way. So I covered that. What I had in front of me as far as Rory, I see the sarcasm, I see the mistakes. He apologized. He took accountability. There was that little thing on Twitter that people I think as well. So, give him his pass and let him move on because I feel like I don't look in his eyes, I don't look in his career and see a racist. If there's more information I didn't have on that stream, send it to me. And when you're in a situation like that, you can't have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 situations that happen that seem aligned. So you get the pass, and then don't do it again. And it should be easy to avoid doing it again because you don't have a racist bone in your body, right? But Ak, what's good? What's good? Three. Good morning to you as well. Ak was whack for that. Yes, I got another take on that. That's coming up in a second. And while I'm building it up, let me share this out. He had a response. So in that take, after I spoke on the Rory situation, I also turned towards Maul in that stream, but I also turned towards Ak because to me, not to me, to him, he says it. He's a tax-paying, law-abiding citizen. That type of stuff is street shit, is gangster shit. It's tough shit. And if you want to walk around like that and you want to keep that type of energy with people that you beef with on the internet, then once again, make sure you keep that same energy with everybody and understand that that's deadly level beef. When children and money comes into play, people can lose their lives. People can get hurt badly. Okay. So because Akademiks touts himself as such a civilian, and I don't know, I'm going right to the cops people. He does that all the time when he's on the phone, especially when he's on the phone with gangsters, right? For him to post somebody's child, which is such a street gangster type of move, I question, like, are you hanging out with NBA YoungBoy too much? Are you losing yourself in this internet stuff? Sometimes you gotta check yourself. And my opinions, one of very many small opinions, but it's a type of opinion where if you check yourself and be like, I ain't really on it like that in my life, and as a person, it could save your life. Don't lose yourself in the midst of this internet shit and start being like a drill rapper. You know what I'm saying? Like, but here's his response.
When it comes to that albino dweeb,
okay,
Rory, it's very clear to me. Like, I think he's washed. Now, I'm also somebody that, I don't like jump-ins. I like one-on-one fair squabbles. Because I've never needed somebody else to, grind the axe that I've needed to grind, or someone else to handle an issue that I think I've had. So while everybody was so caring about if Rory hated black women, I didn't feel none of the ways y'all felt. And I got to always keep it 100. I was laughing at y'all black chicks. Facts. You know why? Because y'all was dick sucking this nigga for years. If it took now for y'all to realize maybe he don't fuck with y'all are clowns. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. So I wasn't with y'all on none of the, let's feel bad for y'all. Y'all are dumb as shit. If it took y'all this long for y'all to realize he didn't fuck with y'all are stupid. And I can't, like, as much as I don't like him, as I said, when I catch my op, I don't need everybody that don't like my op to be with me for me to get my op. I ain't with that.
When I catch my
op.
So
for all of the black women who felt betrayed by Rory, you're a fucking moron for liking him in the first place. I got nothing. There's nothing that's like, I'm with y'all on this. Like, for what? I exposed this little nigga years ago. I exposed him years ago. I broke it down line by line, bar for bar. I showed y'all him costuming. I played these videos. It's a nigga from TMZ who sent me this video. I said, bruh, I DJ these joints. These little meet the greet joints. I got DJed all throughout Jersey. This little white boy was a fraud from day one. I've been exposed this. Listen, y'all didn't want to listen because you know why? A lot of times, it's not about the message. It's always the messenger. Some of y'all black hoes ain't my biggest fans anyway. So the fuck am I placating to y'all? Like, I'm not going to come to y'all like, oh, yeah, man, fuck y'all niggas anyway. Nigga, I'm standing on it. So I'm gonna keep it a bean. So I'm not gonna jump on some fake shit. That's why when people say, yo, why'd you tweet out a picture with this nigga? It's been up with me and him personally since then. I don't need y'all to tell me he don't. I got the letter somewhere over here. I've never thrown it away. It's somewhere over here. I look at it. Nigga, I look at it every 3 days. Let me tell you this. I've had issues with Meek Mill. Meek Mill live in Philadelphia. I actually live in Cherry Hill, or used to live right around Cherry Hill area. That's in Jersey. Meek Mill live like literally 40 minutes away from or used to. Then he moved to New York. I know the niggas who I'm really getting it in with, not one of them has ever shown up to this crib. Ever. The only person who had the audacity to show up to my house was this little white boy right here. So it's been up with me and him since then. It's been up with me since, I see somebody like, yo, why'd you, nigga, I don't care. I could have seen that nigga. Let me tell you this. I had niggas watching him. I don't care. He could be at a funeral. He could be at the birth of a kid. I don't give two fucks. I need to know what that nigga, and this is no threats of violence. I just had to figure out what he was doing because he thought he had to drop on me. Boy, you live in Jersey City. Nigga, where he live at, five blocks away, nigga, I pay $22,000 a month for 3 studios I don't use. Actually, it's not 3. I don't even use them. But still, the point is, I have a headquarters where he lives at. So it was all fun when people said, yo, you be at your crib, you think you could talk shit, nobody would, whatever. So when I told you, yo, I think some nigga pulled up to my crib, they left something in my mailbox, I read the thing out, I had mad odds, I don't know who it was. When we figured out who it was, y'all all laughed. Yeah, nigga. Yeah, you thought nobody was gonna come see about you, y'all all laughed. So now when I got people watching him while he in the park, we watching him while he taking his mama to the doctor's appointment, we watching everything, nigga. Niggas like, yo, why would you put up a picture when he would, nigga, we don't care what going on, nigga. Did he care what was going on? Nigga, when he dropped off the letter in my mailbox, my mama was in my house because my mom be at my house at times. Did anybody say that? Like, yo, damn, why'd you show up to his house like that? You don't know who Axe house. Nigga, this is a 7-bedroom house I live in. You don't know who live here or who's not here. None of y'all cared. But when I put up him and kid at the park, niggas like, yo, Act, you going too far. No, it ain't. Don't show up to nobody's house. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. If I could go in listen, I was trying to send an electrician to go in his crib. We were trying to masquerade as, I ain't gonna lie, Chad. I got too much money. We're trying to masquerade as the motherfucking, like the superintendent. Oh, we got to come check on the smoke alarms. The plan of him camera up in that bitch. Come on, man. Because the nigga pulled up to my crib thinking he was a mob boss. He thought he was going to scare me. Boy, you broke. Nigga, I waste millions just gambling. You think I don't got a couple dollars just to say, yo, let's put this person just to watch him every day. Just watch him. I don't care if he's school. I don't care if he going to the doctor. I don't care if he goes. I heard some dumbass things. Well, why you ain't post a picture of him going to work? Did he post a picture of me going to work, nigga? Or did he post a picture? Or did he drop something off at my crib, nigga? You don't know who's here. Like, for y'all, I don't have kids. Maybe I do got kids. Well, I don't, honestly. But still, like, you don't know who at my crib? I could have a cousin. I could have my nephew, my niece. Nobody gave a fuck. Now, I ain't gonna put it up on here because I see niggas like, everybody who's in their feelings like, nah, yo, you gotta sue Act. And so I ain't trying to have them try to do some YouTube shit. But yeah, we've been watching that nigga. That nigga came in 4 years ago. Actually, 4.5 years ago. I've been watching that nigga ever since. Get Back got no date. And I'm gonna still watch him. I'm watching him every day. Every day. Give me updates. And by the way, if y'all got a drop on a nigga, I got a ban for you too.
I'm gonna stop there for a second. That last piece, let me just give you a reaction to that. If you got the drop on a nigga, I got a ban for you too. Act, that's very stupid to say publicly on a platform as big as yours, even on a small platform, because it gets documented. Some people download it. Shit's being discussed right now on this channel. And shout out to my man Arsenal. He was right. Like, every once in a while, you got to get saved from yourself because you'd be the one that's in mode. It was probably almost like 10 years ago. I remember one time somebody was bootlegging an RBE event, and somebody at the time that worked with the pay-per-view provider that I was using at the time, it's not the case now. They identified, like, whether it was through IP or something, but they was able to send me like the home address of the person that was bootlegging. And I went on Twitter, I posted, I said, don't make me send somebody over there. Right. And I was younger. I was more I was also reacting my money because you know how I say a lot when it's like money and family, especially kids involved, like people kind of have the right to take it to another level. So it's my money involved. And I was like, I was dead serious, like, I'm gonna send somebody over there. Arsenal called me. He was like, if that person trips and falls, they're gonna blame you. Take that tweet down. I was like, I know what you're telling me too. You're so fucking right. But sometimes you just need somebody else outside of you to remind you and grab you, you know? And saying something like that right there, if you got the drop on a nigga, I got $1,000 for you too. The world is filled with these stupid ass fanatics. Remember the funny one of the guy on like the red carpet? Gunner was walking by with his security guard, and he was like, "Look at Gunner, look at that rat right there, right on his phone." Security guard walked up and said, "What'd he say? What'd you say?" And the guy was like, "Huh?" No, say it again, mother. Say it again. Oh, I already said what? He looked like he was about to get tossed right there, right there. And you guys don't even know Thug, but that's fanatics shit for you. People just see shit. Oh, I'm a fan of Ack. There goes Rory in the supermarket. Look, I got a video of him for you. Ack. It's fanatics. The same shit happens for me too. Where people send me shit I don't even ask for. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, remember that person that said something about you here? I'm like, oh, shit, I didn't even ask for this. I ain't gonna go there. I ain't gonna go there. So saying that, you gotta be careful because once again, Rory trips and falls and it has nothing to do with you. There's ties back to you indirectly. So be careful saying shit like that, G. Now, I gotta keep the same energy that I have for Ack. I gotta also keep that for Rory. It's not confirmed to me that Rory pulled up to his house and put that shit in his mailbox. I did see a clip where Joe Button asked or spoke about asking Rory, I think, and I think Rory denied it. I think he denied any involvement with it. Academics obviously wholeheartedly feels that Rory did that. Okay. Whereas when it comes to the picture, Academics is here in this whole rant explaining that no, I put people out there. And if you get information, send it. I'll spend money on. I try to send an electrician into Rory's house. So he's admitting it. I haven't heard Rory admit it. But if Rory did go to his house, I got to keep the same energy that I have for Ack. I got to keep it for Rory. I got to keep it for Rory. Ack makes a point there when he says, you don't know who's in this house. That's very true. Because the same way you could take a picture of a man at a playground with his child, imagine going to somebody's house, insinuating a form of beef, and it happens to be the same address where your children lay their head, or your godchildren lay their head, or your mother is asleep, like the 6ix9ine invasion yesterday that went viral, right? It's life threatening. I will never forgive you. I will never forgive you. You know what I'm saying? So, especially if it's interpreted as a threat. It's not like you came here and said, "Hey, Ack, man, I just want to let you know if you ever want to play that one-on-one basketball game that you be talking shit about online, I'm I'm up the block and you didn't even know it." Like if you pass by and did what he believes happened, then you're insinuating I can get to you, which is a threat. It's a threat. You're threatening my health and possibly anybody that's a part of this house or stays here or comes here. I would want you out of here. Like I have to defend myself, my family. If my kids rest here and you put something in my mailbox, I want you gone. I want you gone. Stay out of my mailbox. I want you gone. That's my level of protecting my children. I want you gone. I'm willing to go serve life. I will happily serve life if I can get you gone. And then I'll go sit behind bars and my kids continue to live on. I feel threatened for me and mine. I want you out of here. So I got to keep the same energy for Rory. It's just that I haven't heard confirmation other than academics' opinion that Rory actually did that. So that's my response. Well, that's my reaction to academics' response to him getting backlash towards Rory. I don't even want to say to be continued because I honestly don't want it to come out from Rory's side that he did that. Cause then I gotta be like, damn, dude, like you drilling too? You want to move like that? You want to be out here because you got more of a clean presentation, like not the cleanest, but you don't got the presentation of you some gangster media guy. I really feel like that's a different level. That's real beef. That's street shit. Going to people's cribs and putting threats down. That's street shit. So I hope that's not the case with Rory, but Ack has all the right to defend himself if he feels wholeheartedly and has proof that another man did that to him. So I'm not backtracking. What I'm doing instead is I'm just keeping the same energy for Rory. But at the same time, there's a lot of critiques for Academics where he needs to be careful doing this stuff on the internet, rallying up other people, which is what he just did. And what I think he's doing, whether he realizes it or not, you know what I'm saying? That's very, very dangerous. And also, I'm a big advocate of if you feel that wholeheartedly about something, then you might want to just go to it and get it over with. Just go to it, you know, just go. So I've been there. I've been there. Like, we have somewhere to be, but there they go. All right, let's go. Let's get it over. I want to get it over with. Let's go. Anyway.